director, producer, and host of HGTV's new show, Spontaneous Construction, Ricky Paull Goldin. Welcome to YouTube, Ricky.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
How and why did you get involved with spontaneous construction?
Well, it was one of those things where I was doing another show for HGTV, and they were interviewing me at my home in California, and they were sort of touring the house, and I was showing them around the house and showing them, you know, this table used to be a door, and this coffee table used to be a piece of a pickup truck, that kind of thing. And they really loved that I did all these sort of DIY, do-it-yourself projects myself. And I've always done that. And then they offered me a TV show. Yeah.
Tell us what the show is about.
The show is about giving back. So yes, it's a renovation show, like many others that you see on the air. But this show is special because we use social media. And by that I mean we reach out on Craigslist, Facebook, Twitter, email, whatever you can come up with on social media. And through social media we get volunteers to come out. So if this family asks for our help and we decide to help them, we reach out through social media and we get hundreds of volunteers to show up. And we basically throw a party, like a flash mob, that's the flash mob part. And then the flash mob, with all these volunteers, stick around and turn into a task mob. And we help the homeowners, and we do it in record time because of so many volunteers.
Do you show up at every project with the flash mob?
I absolutely show up at every single project that we do on this show, absolutely, because I have to see the space, and I mean, I'm an actor, I'm an entertainer, but you know, you're not just one thing in this world anymore, Carson. You have to be more than just one thing. You know, back in the day, they would call that like a triple threat. If you sang and you danced and you acted. So in many ways, I think that's the best way to go. And so for me, I'm a designer. I've always loved interior designs, and I've always helped my friends. And I started with small apartments, and then little apartment buildings and boats or what have you. So I've always loved it. So it's imperative that I come down and I help whatever family we've picked with a design plan for their house.
How did you get these groups of people together?
Well, you know, like I said, the social media thing, but it's about people's generosity and the spirit of giving. And this is truly a show that sort of help thy neighbor, and it takes a village. That whole attitude, you know, that whole mentality of helping your neighbor. A lot of the times, you know, we don't pick our neighbors who we live next to. We don't even pick our family. We usually just pick our friends, right? So this is about helping somebody that you might not ordinarily help, and at the same time helping yourself. This particular episode is special because it's my hometown, but I find that people really feel good about themselves after they volunteered, you know?
Who teaches them the dance, and how long do they have to learn?
That's a great question, Carson. I actually bring in a choreographer to help people. I mean, if you're gonna get together a couple of hundred people and show them how to dance, you need a professional. So, and don't get me wrong, we bring a lot of professionals in on this show. Yes, we have all these volunteers, but I need a professional to teach the dance. I need professionals to make sure that we're not going to build something that falls down, that we do it properly and with, you know, to code and with the proper permits and what have you. So I bring in professional contractors as well.
How many episodes?
This would be our 14th episode. And this is a special edition episode where I get to come home to my hometown. My mom, right from where we're sitting in Long Beach, my mom lives about 10 blocks that way. So it's exciting, and this is our 14th, and I hope we do many more.
What kind of project are you working on here in Long Beach?
This is a very special project, Carson. This is a family that we found that have 6 kids. The mom works in a pizza parlor, and the dad works at Bed Bath & Beyond. So they're a regular family, hardworking family. All 6 kids and the parents in their home. The basement was annihilated. The first floor of the house was completely destroyed, ravaged by the storm, Hurricane Sandy. And so This whole family we chose because they're all living upstairs together, 8 people in 3 rooms with 1 bathroom, and they've been doing this for 6 months. So it's not good. We had to fix it.
Where else do you do these projects?
My goal is to do them all over America, Carson. So we've done them in New England, on the Cape, in Boston, Rhode Island, I believe. But if we get to get a season 2, I hope to do it all across America.
Do volunteers have to be professionals or carpenters?
Absolutely not. That's a great question. Volunteers do not need to be professionals. We've had people show up from all walks of life. Master carpenters, and then somebody that's never picked up a screwdriver in their life or a saw, but they will learn. And you learn about gardening, and you learn about putting shingles on a roof. You even learn how to paint properly. So you'd be surprised. You get a lot out of giving back. Any act of giving actually makes you feel really, really good. And plus you're leaving having learned something. That's especially, that's like a bonus.
If someone wants to volunteer, how do they contact you or the show?
That's another great question. We are on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter. I'm at Ricky Goldin, which is RICKYGOLDIN. But you can also Google Spontaneous Construction, where you can find us right on Facebook, and you can volunteer. In fact, I think there's a whole community that's alive there. It's as we speak. There are people on the site right now volunteering, and we're taking people's info, and they got to keep their ears open also, and they can find us. They find us all the time, so I'm thrilled with that.
What about people who want you to come to help them?
Well, the way that I've been picking people is video testimonials. So people will make a videotape and send it in, or they can send a link. You can download the video online and then send us a video clip. And it doesn't have to be long, just like 3 or 4 minutes. Show us your house, show us your situation, tell us about the family, and if I can get us there, I will. We have a lot of people, but it's like the lottery, unless you buy a ticket, you have no chance of winning. So I urge people to send videos in.
You've done a lot of acting on TV and movies and in Broadway. Which one's your favorite?
Well, they're all like my little creations, I'd say Broadway is probably one of my favorite things to do. It's super demanding. You have to sing sometimes and act and dance all at the same time. So that's probably the most creative and however, after you've done it for several months, it's the same show. You're honing and perfecting. Whereas television, you're reaching a lot more people. So I do enjoy that.
But besides your new show, Spontaneous Construction, are you working on any other projects?
I am actually. I've just created a new show for MTV, and it's called The Benjamins. And it's about a family about a mom and a dad that have a couple of autistic kids. And these kids are super special. And they say the funniest things, yet at the same time, when I think that they're learning something from me, it's actually me who's learning something from them. And it's a beautiful, beautiful story, and very timely, I might add, because it's sort of in our zeitgeist, all about kids growing up with Asperger's or autism, and what happens to them when they do grow up. What happens to them when they're in their 20s or 30s, or when their parents, go someday. Who's going to take care of them? So I hope you tune into that show.
When is it going to be on?
We're not sure yet. It was we just delivered the show, so we're waiting to hear from MTV. In fact, you are one of the first people to hear about it, if not the first television show that I've even discussed it.
Cool. How can your fans follow what you're doing?
Definitely follow me on Twitter at Ricky Goldin. It's a simple handle. I don't have as many Twitter followers as some of my very famous friends, but I think I'm somewhere about 150,000 followers right now. I'd love the people at home to follow me also. And we always give information about what I've got cooking or what's, what the new show or the latest and greatest thing is. So I'd be honored if people follow me. Are you on Twitter?
No.
No?
But we're on Facebook.
You're on Facebook. So we'll become Facebook buddies. Right.
When is this Long Beach project going to air?
Right. You'll probably see this particular episode of Spontaneous Construction around June, but you'll see it even sooner, the portion that we shot with The View, because The View came out today with Sherry Shepherd, a dear friend of mine, and that will air sometime in April. We don't have an air date yet, but just check your local listings.
When and where can we watch Spontaneous Construction?
Thank you. I thought you'd never ask. Spontaneous Construction is going to be a flagship show for HGTV, which is one of my favorite networks. This is why I wanted to do this show in the first place. And right now we're on Friday nights at 7:30, and that changes. So again, you have to check your local listings at home. But that's where this show will live, and I think it'll be on all summer into the fall. So I'd love people to check it out.
It was nice to meet you, Ricky. Good luck with your new show.
Thank you very much, and good luck with your show.
Thank you.
So,
I'm Carson Libbey, and this is YouthView.
That's Carson Libbey, and this has been
YouthView.
That's
Thanks
right.
for watching, and I'll see you next time. Maybe you don't too.
I don't mind, I'll stick around.